Hello, I'm Fred McNeil, and you're watching QAC TV7. We're on Kent Island, and today we'll be talking the Kent Island Sewer Project. We're here on Kent Island. One of the big topics in the county is the Kent Island Sewer. What's going on? What's going to happen? So we're going to try to solve a lot of problems today and answer a lot of your questions by simply telling you some of the steps that are going to take place. Now we're here with one of the Kent Island residents. Hey, thanks for being with us. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Dennis Powell. I've lived here for about 25 years now.
Now, Dennis, you and I were talking before we went on air. Some of your experience with the sewer project and the sewer system. Want to share that with the audience?
Sure. I live over on Wicomico Road, and earlier when we moved in there, and my family, my boys, and everybody was there, did a lot of laundry and showers and things like that, and we saw, it would percolate to the top. Now that's just my wife and I. We don't have that much of a problem,
right.
But then again, we don't stress it near as much. So we're all for the program. We'd like to see, I think it's going to be a benefit to everybody in the community.
Well, good. Dennis, thank you very much. And by the way, you have a radio voice and you also have a TV look, right?
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here. Let me introduce you to Todd Mond, who's the Director of Public Works for Queen Anne's County. Todd, thanks for coming out on a beautiful spring day.
Yes, indeed. Thanks. Great to be here. Great to be here.
Now, tell us a little bit what we're going to do today.
Well, basically, we're here with our professional staff and our consultant, Earth Data. They're going to show you what's required for them to go around and do the preliminary walkthrough and get the information they need to prepare a site plan for every individual house, right. So we can then get the costs associated with the equipment that would be on each individual homeowner's property.
And what we've seen so far, it's a very simple process. It doesn't take a lot of time. And the most important thing, I don't think there's any inconvenience whatsoever for the homeowner. None
whatsoever. It can be done with or without the homeowner being present. We will allow the homeowner to be here and participate in the design process if they choose to. Otherwise, we can take the steps and then prepare those plans for their review later in the process.
And Todd, I know you and the commissioners are encouraging the public, if they have questions, if they have concerns, to contact you and put it right out there, because you help them any way you can.
We certainly will. We have a dedicated web page on the QAC homepage at SKI Sewer, and we have an email address there as well. So, and you can always contact our office for any questions or comments about the project.
Okay, well, Todd, thanks for being here today, and let's go see what we got here, okay?
Thank you very much.
Eva, how about introducing yourself and your co-worker?
I'm Eva Kirchner with Earth Data Incorporated. I'm the project manager. This is Jackson Forrest. He's also with Earth Data.
And thanks for coming out what is perhaps the first spring-like day we've had in a while.
Wonderful.
All right. Eva, if I'm a citizen, so you've got some papers here. What are the steps going to be?
The first step is for a citizen to sign what's called a right of entry. And the right of entry will allow Earth Data to come onto their property to locate their well, their septic, their electric meter, take some dimensions of their driveways. We also need to determine whether or not the house is on a foundation or a slab or a crawl space. We're going to take 6 or 7 photographs of the house, and that will all help us determine where the new step tank will be located on the property.
Great, and that's just a simple form where it looks like they just sign, and it's just some directions where things are, et cetera, et cetera. Shouldn't be any problem with that form.
No, sir.
Okay, next step.
Next form is a field questionnaire that helps us determine if you have any underground septic tanks, if there's any specific items to your property that may restrict the new location of the tank. So this form helps us when we come out in the field. The next step is for us to go to the health department, and what we do at the health department is we gather the drawings that they have on file that help us locate the well and septic. That information is then entered onto our tablet, and then we bring that information out into the field to field verify all those.
Okay. Now, Eva, just a quick question. If I'm the homeowner, the forms look like they're easy. If there are questions or problems, is there a number they can call or somebody they can contact if they need help?
Yes. There's a cover letter that we're handing out with the questionnaire and the right of entry. It has my email, my office phone number, and my cell number.
So if they need help, they can get it. And I'll tell you what, Eva, just looking at the forms, they look very simple. These are probably 5 minutes to fill it out the most.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, where do they get? What happens next?
So then what we do is we bring Jackson and the tablet out into the field, and we've already have an idea where the well and septic are located. In this case, the well is right here in the front yard. We're going to go over and field verify that on the tablet, and then we're going to walk into the back of the yard to find the septic tank.
Okay, Jackson, we're in your hands. Take off, okay?
All right, so first thing we're going to do is walk over here to the well. We have our health department info on the tablet here. So I'm going to go and check to make sure that is where we think it is and verify that location.
Okay, let's go to the well. Now we're at the well site. Tell me what happens here.
Okay, now we're going to set our high accuracy GPS right on the well here. Come into our app that we have to collect field data. And I'm just going to simply mark the well GPS coordinates. And then we're going to move on to the next step, which is going around the house and marking the location of the septic.
Jackson, again, for the homeowner, they don't have to be here. They're not going to be bothered. This is just you making a marking where the well is, plugging it in the GPS system so that no hassle whatsoever for the homeowner.
No time at all.
Okay.
And if the homeowner wants to know that we're going to be here, they can mark that on their questionnaire, and we'll meet them before coming on the property.
But a very simple process here.
Yes.
Okay, let's head to the next step. Continue. Step one was just some simple paperwork, not complicated at all. Step two, we found out where the well was, and we've tied that into it with a GPS marking now. Now, what's step three?
Step three is we know the septic tank is in the rear yard from the health department drawing, and this is a probe. And what we're basically looking at is these two white features right here in the ground indicate where the septic tank is. We can push our probe into the ground closest to here and get an idea how deep that tank is. Walk all the way back here to try and find the edge of it. So I can hit that right there, and I know that's how deep the tank is. Keep trying to come over to figure out where the edge of the tank is. Still hitting the edge of the tank right there. So just keep trying to come over closer to the house.
So what you're doing, you're finding the outer limits here of where the septic tank is, correct?
Yes, I'm finding right along the edge of the concrete that's under the ground so that we can verify the, okay, so now I'm going all the way down. You can see I found the edge of the tank somewhere right around in.
So now you know where it is.
And that the next step is for Jackson to field verify that that's where the septic tank is.
He was going to tell me the depth, and I'm going to just pop it in here and then verify the location.
So I'm going to come back here, find it along that edge. Pull our probe out here and measure this. And this tank's only about 6.5 inches into the ground.
So again, for the homeowner, when they don't have to be here.
Nope, they don't need to be here. We just need to walk through the yard, gather this information. We have to go back and take a few pictures. We'll locate the electric meter and the hose bib.
And again, all these figures are being recorded, okay, and kept on record. And again, I want to emphasize how easy this is for the homeowner. One, they don't have to be here. You're not intruding or bothering their lifestyle at all.
Nope, there's no construction involved. Again, the worst thing is we're taking the probe, and it's about as thick as a pencil, and putting it into the ground. And then we'll walk around and find the electric meter and the hose bib, and we'll enter that information onto the database.
And next step is?
Next step is the hose bib here. So we're just going to come to the hose bib, get our GPS close there, and I'm going to mark it on our tablet. And then we're going to move on to the next feature, which is the electric meter.
Let's go to that. And our final stage is?
Our final stage is to locate the electric meter on the side of the house. Got my GPS right on there. I'm going to mark that location and then get a quick picture. And then that completes the site visit.
Okay,
Yeah.
And Jackson, the only other thing, there's some pictures of the house being taken too?
Yes, we'll get a couple of pictures from the front of the house, a couple from the back, and maybe one of each side.
And that's the whole process?
That's the whole process for the field investigation. Take all that information that will help us do the design for the new step tank. The step tank should be located in the front yard. That's the county's preference.
And again, even to emphasize what simple process is, 2 pieces of paperwork, okay, finding the well, finding the septic tank, all this information is recorded, and then we're done.
That's when we're done, and then we go back to our office and we begin the design step.
Okay, well, look, thanks to both of you coming out on a beautiful spring day. All right, hope next time I see it's about 85 degrees.
That would be nice.
Okay, and thank you very much for watching.